What's up guys, this is Cody here, and today I'm going to be talking about Messages Customiser Pro. So this is actually in beta stages right now, but you can check it out for yourself. What this is going to do is basically allow you to customize your entire Messages application. So if you've seen my perfect jailbroken videos, I always have some type of setup with my messages just to kind of match the theme that I'm actually using. So you can see right here, if we just actually go into my messages, that it looks quite a bit different. We don't have any type of messages preview right here. We just have the names. You also notice that I have a little dot here next to my name and next to that conversation right there. That basically means that you've read the conversation, but you haven't replied to it. You can see it down here as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to customize this. If we go into the actual conversation here, you'll notice that I have my little picture right here for every time that I send a message. This is actually a conversation between myself, so you'll see that these are just basically duplicated. But you'll also notice that I have a little up and down arrow right over here on the right, and that's actually going to allow you to quickly navigate between conversations. So if I tap this, you can see that I've gone to a group conversation. If I go down here, you can see that you can go through different conversations just really quickly and easily without having to actually go back in order to get to that conversation list right there. You'll also see that I have changed the color of the accent color, or the app tint color, which is what it's called in the settings, just to this kind of more purple or light blue color. But if we go into the settings here, just to kind of take a look of everything that we can actually change up, if we scroll up here to, or down, sorry, Messages Customiser Pro, tap on that, you can see we get a little different look. Here we have all the orange rather than the blue, which is what we were seeing with the pre version. But obviously you'll want to enable this, and then you can actually change up your primary theme. So right now I have it set to dark, but we can change it to flat, outlines, translucent. These are basically predefined themes that you can just check out for yourself. So once you actually change one, you'll just want to close out of the messages application here, and then we can go back into it, and then it's going to take effect. So if we tap on this, you can see that it's changed the background here. If we tap on one like this, you can see that we have the outline bubbles right there, so you can kind of see what these themes can do. Now, you can create your own theme as well. So if we go down here, well, before I get into that, you can see that you have combo specific themes. So if we tap on that, you can actually change conversations between specific contacts right here. So let's just say that we wanted to change this one up. If we tap on it, you can see that you can check out your specific theme right here, and even the ones that you create are going to be here. So you can see dark 2, that's actually one that I've created myself. So let's go back here, and you can see that you have contact specific colors. So you can obviously do the exact same thing right here. If you tap on one of your contacts, you can change the basically just the theme, what you're going to see in that specific conversation. So going back again, you'll see right here that we have a new theme. So if we tap on this, you just enter the new name for your theme and then hit enter, and then you just tap on edit theme. So this is one that I've actually created. So if we tap on this, you can see you have your theme name up here. Then you can change the color of the message bubbles, the iMessage bubbles, and the other person's message bubbles. Then right down here, you're going to change the info text. So just depending on what color you want your text to be, then you can change that up right there. You'll also see that we have background. So right now I have it set up for the wallpaper just of my device right here, but you just tap up here and then you can change this up to a flat color, a gradient. You can use an image, or you can even use the contact picture. So going back here, you can also see, you'll see that we have a blur radius. So if we slide this across just a little bit, you can see that it's going to blur it out a whole lot. If we go pretty far down here, it actually just kind of blows it out and makes it look kind of bad. But you can see right down here, this actually looks pretty good if you wanted to use something like that. Now, right down here, you also have an overlay color. So what color do you want overlaid on the background right there? So you can tap on this and you can change up the color right here. So let's just say that we were going to do a really dark color right there. You can see what that looks like. Not great. Can't even really see it. So that's going to basically change the transparency of it. But you can see kind of how that works right there. You can even add color to it if you wanted to, just by sliding that all the way over and then selecting a color down there. And that's pretty much it in this background set up, you'll also see that we have chat view settings. So if we tap on that, you can change the bubble width just like you could in the previous messages customizer. You can add bubble tails or change the bubble tails. So you can use the default, you can show them all, or you can hide them all. So that's just that little bubble tail that you see on all your messages. And then right down here, you can toggle on bubble outline only, which is basically what you saw in that previous theme where it just doesn't have the entire message bubble filled in. It's just that outline of the bubble. And then right down here, you also have flat bubble edges. So instead of it being rounded, they would just be flat or square. So you can just toggle that on if you want to check that out too. Now coming down here, we also have some other options. So this is where you're going to change your app tint, which I was speaking of previously, where I changed that to a purple or blue color. So it's just going to change like the colors of the text in the application itself. And for the combo list settings, you can see right here that you can toggle on contact pictures, which I always like to have, especially if you have a lot of your pictures set to your contacts. I think it looks pretty good and really helps with messages that you have, or group messages, I guess I should say. Just because if you have somebody with the same first initial, sometimes it'll just say the first initial. But if you have contact pics, then you're gonna see the face of that person. Now you also can change the picture diameter right here just by sliding this up and down. You can also hide your dates, which I don't really recommend just because I sometimes refer back to my messages of when things were sent. Also, you'll see that we have hide message previews, which is what I had toggled on for that conversation list. So you'll see right here that it's not going to show any type of preview for that conversation, which I like. It looks a whole lot cleaner. Plus it just doesn't have all that jumbled text in there. And then right here, you can also hide the search bar, which I'm not sure why you would want to do that unless you just never use it. Right here, you can also hide the separators, what I have toggled on as well. So you're not going to see any type of separators between the conversations. So you can do that if you want to make it look a little more minimalistic. Now coming back here, we also have chat view settings. So I have right now all these toggled on. So show the other pictures, show other pictures in a group, as well as show your picture. So this is going to show your picture every time that you send a message in your conversation if you want to do that as well. Again, right down here, you can change the contact picture diameter. Now coming down here, we also have name as placeholder. So you can turn that on, and what this does is basically give you in your conversations, let's just go to this one. You'll notice that it says iMessage to Cody. So when you're in a conversation, this is going to change this text right here to that specific person that you're having a conversation with. So it's just going to say iMessage to whoever you're speaking with. So if you want to toggle that on, that's just a nice little feature that we have right there. We also have quick switcher. So that's what that little switcher was that I was talking about earlier. Right here, that's the quick switcher. And if we come back here, you'll see that we have unreplied indicators, which is what I also talked on just a little bit as we started, where it has the little circle right there on the left-hand side. If you want to toggle that on, that way you know that you haven't responded to that conversation. Kind of gives you a heads up. Down here, you also have dark mode. You can change this to basically, if you want to schedule a time of when dark mode comes on. So if you just want it to come on at night, then you can set that up with a time frame right there. I actually always like to have dark mode on just because I like the dark mode look. It's a little bit easier on the eyes as well. And the last little thing we have here is compatibility. So if you use Eclipse, you just toggle this guy on and you're going to have a whole lot better experience with the combination of Eclipse and Messages Customizer Pro. In essence, what it's doing is toggling off the dark mode for Messages Customizer Pro and allowing Eclipse to basically take effect in the Messages app. But let me know what you guys think about this tweak in the comments below. It's one we've been waiting for quite some time to be officially updated. It still is in beta, but at the same time, it's working and pretty happy with it at this point. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. All right, guys, until next time, peace.